There are people waiting for you. It's true. There are people waiting for you, and I want you to know this. So, years ago, I heard someone say these words: there are women waiting for you. It was a women's group, but this applies to everyone. There are people waiting for you. And when I heard her say this, it struck a chord because at the time I was really letting myself down, not showing up for myself at all or the world. I was drinking a lot and harming myself like through those actions. And it was just not an easy time, right? And when I heard her say these words, I just heard her. I actually heard her. And and I think about it often, especially when I am feeling defeated or hopeless or like what's the point or tired or lazy. I think, this isn't only about me. There are people waiting on me, waiting for me to show up. And there are people waiting for you too. And sometimes when I think this way or say these words, people will respond with, well, you don't owe anyone anything. You don't owe anyone anything. And that might be true. Um, but I prefer a kind of a different approach, which is that we're on this planet together. We are not alone on this planet. Thank God. Thank God we're not alone. And we're part of this world. We're part of our communities, our families, future families that maybe we will create in the future. We're part of friend groups. We're part of a neighborhood. We're part of this planet. Even if you live out in the middle of nowhere, you're part of this planet. And we contribute to the whole. We contribute to a whole. And there are things and we haven't even done yet, people we haven't met yet, who are waiting for us to show up, to try our best, do our best, be the most us we can be. And I find this to be helpful. Helpful in moments when I feel defeated. There are people waiting for me. There are people waiting for you to create, to do the work you're meant to do, to shine, to love, to create, to make, to build. What is it that you feel called to do, that you know you're meant to do? There are people waiting for you to do it. And this isn't meant to be pressure. This isn't pressure. This is love. This is a loving boost. Because if it's contributing to the whole, if it's contributing to someone else's life, to our life too, to your life too, then it's in love. It's not to shove you or force you out the door, but rather you're not alone. This isn't all up to you. This isn't all weighing on your shoulders. There are other people who we're waiting on. We want people to show up too. Think about any person, moment, experience you've had that you're so grateful for, and that moment occurred, that experience was had only because someone else showed up. It could be that you read a book that helped you, saved you, changed your life, brought beauty into your life. Maybe you saw a movie, maybe someone helped you in a tough moment, maybe someone anything was kind to you, shared their food with you, said hi to you, made art that just brought you to tears. I mean, it can be anything. Loved on you, comforted you, offered wisdom, wrote a blog post, made a YouTube video, made an app, showed up. They showed up. They took risks. They did their best. They shared themselves with the world. And I mean, I couldn't even count all the people who I'm grateful to for showing up, for creating, for sharing, for being vulnerable, for being themselves. And we're all part of this, you know? And you have gifts to offer. You have strength, wisdom, a light to shine. I do as well. And there are people waiting for you, lovingly, for your gifts, for your light, for the things you offer, the love you give, your voice, your truth, your stories, whatever it may be. Only you know what that is, but you know there are people waiting for you. And I just wanted you to know this because I find this helpful, useful, and it kind of scoops me up when I need that scoop. When I feel alone and then I remember, oh wait, I'm not. There are people outside. There are people on the other side of the screen and they're waiting for me. Someone somewhere is waiting for me. And I might never know who. I might never have it validated or confirmed who it is and when. We might never meet. They might never tell me. Same goes to you, you know? But that doesn't matter. There has to be some trust and some faith that the people you're meant to serve, you will serve. But you have to show up to do it, you know? And they're waiting for you. So that's my message for you today, for anyone who needs to hear it.